Yeah, sit home and do that. You know, work at home and get that together. Because I already did that the last 22 years. I built myself up so where I can make money without leaving out the house, based off of my skill set. So I think if I get with somebody that didn't experience that yet, I would allow them, and I wouldn't be like, oh, you got to get out and work. We would just have to understand that we're going to be living on this limit or whatever that may be, because we
Okay.
all don't have $500,000 a year.
Right, right. So here's the thing that I wanted to say, right? Um, oh, did I do that right? All right, cool. So here's the thing that I wanted to say, right? And respectfully, I need everybody to give me 1 second here because I need everybody to, when I change this link up top, I need everybody to go to the link and hit this link up top and run up those numbers. Thank you so much. Let me just modify that real quick. Okay, cool. Now that that's been modified, here's the thing, right? And I hear you, Lundria, right? And what I wanted to say to you was, you're not doing that by way of what you just highlighted. You're not doing what you're doing by way of wanting to do it. You're doing it because you have to do it. If you don't, it's almost like to say, if you had a quintillion dollars or whatever, a great safety net that was in the background so that you didn't have to pull up and do what you're doing, you probably wouldn't, your work would probably be more so passion based or hobby based than actually working for a check, right? And not saying check to check, that's you. I'm just saying that just working for a check. You know what I mean? And I think most women would. But the other thing,
I agree.
the other thing in that safety net is often if a woman had a man that she knew. I'm going to play this clip again because I want you guys to hear it. I'm coming to you in a second, collectors. Go to my YouTube for the time being, beloved. What I'm saying as a collective, I'm going to play this clip because it's the lady, she's speaking, and I want you guys to hear what she's saying in totality, right? If you had a chance, I don't think by way of listening to most women, they don't want to do the shit that they have to do. They do it because they have to do it, and it is strenuous. It is strenuous. Being stressed at work, doing this and doing that, it's not your space to do that. You don't have to do that. But I'm going to play this clip. This is going to screen live on YouTube. So hit that button up top, hit that link up top on Clubhouse, and simply hit the like button and subscribe also while you there. Tap in with us live on Broadway podcast. Instagram, this is going to freeze for a second. I'm going to play this clip. Hear it out, though. I'm going to play it without cutting it off this time. Here we go.
Literally going to say this as nicely as I can. If you are a woman and you are saying that you have a dream job, you are a special type of stupid. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't dream of working. I don't dream of having a job. And you know what? It used to be a point in time where women didn't have to work. All they had to do was do their husband's laundry and make him dinner and have sex with him every once in a while, and they didn't have to work. But now, guess what? Women do have to work. And that's the problem with this society right now. But you know what? I'm going to add my little 2 cents to it. And here we go. Management positions are for men. Women should not be in management positions because women do not know how to handle power. As if this is a big shocker. Men were created to be in positions of power. Men were created to lead. Women were created to follow. Men are stronger than women. Why is this such a big shocker in today's day and age? Every time I look on TV, women have been upgraded to all of these new fancy positions. You got women out here, they want to be captains of ships. They want to be police officers and firefighters. That's so stupid. If I'm ever in need of some sort of help, do not send a female police officer to my door. Do not come to my house. If you are a female firefighter, do not come to my house. Period. And I'm on record saying that every time I see a woman in a position of authority, I think 2 things. She's in over her head and she doesn't know what she's doing. And why would I want a female firefighter or a female police officer showing up to my house? Everything y'all do, y'all need a man for backup. Might as well just send the man. Didn't nobody tell y'all to apply for these jobs? You know that stuff is too heavy for you guys to lug up all of those stairs. Why would I have a woman try to defend me on my behalf? If I call the police, if I call 911, I want the biggest, strongest man on the police force to come to my door. I don't want some woman. Do not send a woman to my house. I don't care if she's 6 feet tall. Stay where you are. Literally, the only thing a female police officer can do is to point me to a male police officer. And you hear people talking about, oh, women are so strong. Women can do anything. Women can do everything. Women can't do jack squat without men. If you ask people to list off what is the one thing, what's the strongest and the toughest thing that women do? Bear children. That's the number one thing they'll tell you, bear children. Guess what? A man had to invent the freaking epidural for women to have children in freaking peace. We still needed a man's help for the hardest thing that women do. All your husband wanted you to do was freaking sweep the floor and have sex with him when he comes home from work. Why is that so hard? Half of y'all on the internet selling your next will give it to a man that's paying the mortgage. This is crazy. No, but you call it empowerment. It's empowerment when you sell it for $5. It's weakness. It's you're weak and you're dumb and you're stupid if you give it to your husband who's taking care of you. That's dumb. You sell it for $5 on OnlyFans. That's empowerment. Y'all are so stupid. Like, literally stay away from me with all of this. Women out here trying to run everything. Y'all are running everything in the ground. Go home and do some laundry and raise your kids. And male pilots. And now, get a pair of panties is close to the cockpit. I would never get on an airplane knowing full well that there's a female pilot. I would never do it. My life is in jeopardy. My life is at risk. Why would I risk my life? You got a whole bunch of stupid people that will sit there, well, a woman can do anything a man can do. Well, you sit your dumb ass there and you sit on that plane and watch it crash. I'm not going to do that. It ain't supposed to be no female surgeons either.
Wake that up.
All these positions of power are for men. I don't want no female operating on me. For what? All you need to do is to pass the scalpel, pass this, pass that. You ain't supposed to be calling the shots. Not over me. You're not going to be calling no shots over me. Always trying to run something. Wipe his forehead.
Listen, I'm going to say something.
Can I go first? Please.
I got you. I just want to bring things around and make it complete, right? Because for those that's already been here and those that's already listened, I'm gonna get the Instagram back up in a second, so just bear with me. But those that already listened, the issue is this. I agree with a lot of what she's saying, respectfully. And I'm gonna let you go, D, because I'm gonna tap in after you. Let me do it that way while I get Instagram back up. Tap in, D.
All right. So I feel like she reminds me of what the Southern men that be talking on Clubhouse sound like in my ears. She sounds exactly like them. And for me, having two sisters that don't mind getting up and doing what they love to do, and they feel empowered to do whatever they want to do, I feel like she set woman culture back like another 100 years. Like, I feel like that conversation, she sounds, you know what? Let her ass burn in the fire. So when she called that phone, she better not say nothing to the woman dispatcher, nothing. Oh, it's a woman? All right, I'm better off dead. Because that sounds crazy to me. There's a lot of women that can do a lot more than some of these weak ass men out here too. Let's wake that up. Every man ain't strong just because he's a man. Let's be clear about that. But there are physically some things that women can't do more than a man for genetics and all that. But outside of that, she sounds crazy. Boy, right. And I would love to know which parts you agree with. So
I agree with it all. The fuck?
Oh, okay. So you want to
Here we go. All right. Here we go.
So you feel the same way? Don't send a woman to your door?
No, don't send me no fucking woman. Don't bring no woman to my door if it's an emergency, especially if you only gonna call a man to back you up. So let me show you something here, right? Let me show you something. The conversation that we are having this evening, right, is problematic for a few reasons, right? And that problematic sound, the part of the problem is I agree with what she's saying, because most women, if you ask them, they don't want to work. They don't want to work. They work because let me finish. No. You see, and that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm happy you said that. That's the problem. There's too many men that don't want to do the work, that want to fall and rest in their femininity, that don't want to do the work. So women are forced to go out here and do the work because, respectfully, we failed our women by way of not rising to the occasion. They don't trust in us. They don't believe that if we say we're going to do what we say we're going to do, we don't do the shit. And I'm not saying me, but I'm a man, so I'm just including myself in that shit. I'm saying that we women don't want to. They say all the time, I'm outside. I'm being the boss at work. I gotta come home. I gotta tend to the kids. I gotta be this for this relationship and that friendship and this. And I don't want to. They don't want to do it. They do it because they have to do it. Men traditionally, we are conquerors. We go out. We make the bacon, bring it home. Let the woman multiply that shit. They are great at being nurturers. They are great at providing and multiplying a plethora of things. So I'm going to leave that there and let you guys pick it up where you may. Tap in with us.
Yeah, who has next? Is there order?
Let me know because I want to speak.
Go for it.
Go ahead, you
Yeah,
go
I mean,
first, and radio, you go second.
yeah, I mean, I guess I don't think it's that cut and dry because believe it or not, some women actually have careers that they don't really care about the money. They do it because it's their passion and their purpose. Whether she's a social worker or a teacher or a nurse, it could be anything. A lot of women don't always actually pursue their career based upon just to try to collect accolades and and so forth and be the first woman. This they just do it because sometimes I mean it's their passion and their purpose and they care about people. But it's interesting that when we have these conversations, the typical jobs that are being discussed are firefighters, the military, and police. How about attorneys? How about nurses? How about doctors? How about politicians to
That's
some
them talking
degree?
about the worst case scenarios. They always do that on Clubhouse.
Well, what
I
I'm
mean, so I don't think it's a cut and dry.
I was there for, I said that earlier. I said there are certain things that women do amazingly way better than men. I definitely said that. But again, you guys are probably joining part of the conversation, and we're going to continue the conversation. I'm not saying that, I'm not pull up with me collectors. I want to get your opinion on this too on Instagram. Shout out to the YouTube, Instagram viewership. Please make sure you guys are hitting that like button. As a man, and I hear that, beloved. Let me call you your name. Was that Willie? That was Willie tapping in with us? Or was that?
Yeah, that was Willie.
All right. Shout
that was.
out to you, Willie. Appreciate your commentary, beloved. What I'm saying is this, right? And as the example that I gave to Lundria and she concurred, yeah, again, if most of us, the reason why trust fund babies are instinctively vertically challenged, figuratively speaking, socially challenged, is because they don't know what it's like to have to. They do it because they do this for a day, then they don't have to. They do this for a day then they don't have to because they got the trust fund, right? I don't think it's something as simple as she's home with idle hands. There's a million things that women can do that don't have to involve working or managerial positions, because if a man was doing what he was supposed to do, if us men was doing what we supposed to do and rising to the occasion, women wouldn't know what that's like. So when I'm looking out, I'm actually looking in. So if I'm pointing the finger saying, nah, women aren't able to do, women shouldn't do, I'm really looking at us men in the mirror and saying, hey, listen, homeboy, you should have done more than came here to party. This ain't about women and diminishing them. This is about uplifting them